Let you in on an aspect of the world that you're not normally accustomed to.
I could have been a totally different person.
Yeah, right now.
Since 12 hours ago.
Could have been wearing a business suit today. Who knows?
With a fanny pack.
With a fanny pack. Just classing up the joint.
That's a fantastic idea.
It's the only kind of ideas I have, sir.
It's Corner House Chronicles Day.
It's just different enough.
And here's the kicker, boss. They're all the same personality.
They're assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 1.5 million asshole penguins.
Best part.
I'm going to try and pace it out, so just as you forget about me, I'll just pop in and remind you.
We have gathered here today for a celebration. It's episode 50 of the Corner House Chronicles.
Celebrate.
I'm John.
I'm Jason.
I am Tony.
Pez.
We have a packed house tonight.
Just for you.
We got all kinds of cool beers. We got a packed house. Things are going to get interesting.
Fun stories.
It's going to be fun.
It's the Corner House Chronicles. I don't know why I got to fucking do that.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think it's funny.
That's all that matters.
Right?
It is.
Listen to that while you're fucking jazzercising.
So before we get started this evening, we have to cover one very important thing.
And it's not jazzercising.
It's not. No, it's not. But it is the fact that the movie Halloween has won our October Best Horror Movie bracket.
Nice. I forgot to fucking do the rest of it. I'm fucking stupid.
Slacker.
But I'm glad that won. That's a good fucking... The original Halloween?
The original
Nice.
Halloween.
John Carpenter's
It beat
Halloween.
Nightmare on Elm Street in the finals.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I think I picked Halloween all the way to the end, but I don't remember. I know I didn't win.
No.
I was actually going to pick Child's Play. Like, I figured everyone would be like, yeah, fucking Child's Play. Because it's a cult movie, you know.
Yeah.
Based in Detroit.
It's actually pronounced Detroit.
Yeah.
Okay? It's
Yeah,
French.
you serious?
So I apologize to our Quebec listeners and our friends in France. Detroit.
It's Detroit.
Fort,
I didn't know that.
Fort Detroit.
That it was based in Detroit.
Detroit.
Nice. I think the dude's speaking French when he does the curse on the doll. It sounds weird. I don't know.
Kalima. No, wait, that's Indiana Jones.
Dewey de Dembala.
There you go.
Whoa.
There you go.
Yeah, that's actually part of it. I remember
That is.
It went to the Final Four. It represented good.
Wow, it's crazy.
I know, right?
Just 1 and 2 was well. Part 3 was okay, but 1 and 2 was
There
good.
was 3 of them?
Oh, there's more than 3.
There's
buddy.
more. There's the fucking Bride of Chucky.
Seed of Chucky.
What? I thought Brad and Chucky was 2.
Dude, Chucky had a kid, man. Where you been? He's fucking grandpa now, almost.
And there was one where the kid went to military school and Chucky followed.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, he actually
Wow.
paid child support too. It was fucked up. It's crazy.
He was just a concerned father, man. They threw that all out of context.
Yeah. He was battling the gendered dead man.
I would have said chords, but
No, because the ginger dead man is also same premise, but yeah, weirder.
You're talking about what Ken was talking
Yeah.
about when he was here. The Ginger Dead Man series. Is
That's
that what
real
you're talking
Yeah.
about? Okay.
Yeah.
I still have yet to watch it.
Yeah.
It's on my notes.
I
I'll
don't
get
know if-
there.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that you haven't watched it yet.
Oh, well, you know, Ken brought it up, so I'll
It's
I'll
weird.
check it out. Yeah. So
It's
he
funny.
said.
Oh, speaking of Ginger, the band, I just stumbled upon Ginger. It's a girl lead singer, and she's rowdy as shit for all you heavy metal fans. She's fucking badass.
Yeah. It was an interesting take on music.
it was. I wasn't expecting it. I made a joke, and it turned out to be true, and it ruined my fucking joke.
You know a thing or two
Gotta
about that.
know your room, man. Gotta know your room.
I was
Pick
unprepared.
your audience. Speaking of comedy, how was the show in New York? How was the trip?
It was really good.
Shows.
Yeah, I had two
Plural.
shows. One at Broadway Comedy Club and one at Dangerfield.
Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't. It was crazy. Almost missed the Dangerfield show. Took the wrong subway train. Ended up in Astoria, which was another 45-minute train ride back, and I had to be there in a half hour. So yeah, we flagged down a cab real quick, paid $40, and got me there. Like,
Damn.
It was good though. It was good.
Did you have that rush of like I gotta hail a cab to get there real quick to make it on time?
Dude, it was
or-
scary. Like, I was nervous as shit. I was trying to like poker face it and not let it show. But the dude I was with was like, dude, when we were like crossing the Hudson and we looked out and you seen the Statue of Liberty in the far, and you were like, we're not supposed to be here. He was like, I seen the fucking panic on your face. So it was cool. I seen, dude, there's crazy fucking people. I could never live in New York. I don't think though. It's just too many people, man.
Yeah. Was that your first time in New York City?
First time, yeah.
I've never been there.
It's cool though. It's cool to go. I'd like to go back and just see more because it's just wild as fuck.
Right.
Just so many people, man. Subway's crazy.
What's the weirdest shit you've seen there? Like something that stood out. You're like, wow, okay.
Only in New York.
Actually, it wasn't even that big of a thing. It was more like when I was
shitting.
Yeah, well, the hobos and the people begging for money. That was the thing. This was the weirdest thing. I was sitting on the subway, and the other guy that was with me, Mark Poindexter, another comedian, he was like, "Hey, the door is going from subway train to subway train." It said, "Don't lean on him," and it looked like it had a lock on it. So we were like, yeah, that's not like the movies. You don't go subway train to subway train. That shit looks pretty sketchy. In between them, too. If you're like, look, you're like, I wouldn't want to be out there. Well, this guy comes through. One of his legs is humongous, like wide, swollen, like fucking huge. Like just been hit by a car or something with like psoriasis and just it looked contagious. It looked contagious, okay? So like, and you could tell who the locals are because they're not being batting an eye at this motherfucker. They're like, what the fuck ever, you're hurt and tough shit. You know, and like he's going through like the whole act and everything. Like, I don't know, it might not have been an act. His leg was fucked. He was just like, help me. Like, I need to see the doctor. It's like, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, avoid eye contact. I'm not giving him money because I'm a piece of shit, too.
You're from Detroit. You know
yeah,
the
I'm
drill.
like, yeah, I'm not fucking doing this. So anyway, he's walking through. He's got a fucked up leg. He's limping and he's walking fucked up. When we figured, like, I thought he was going to hit the end and just come back and do another lap. So I'm like, fuck, we're stuck for 15 minutes listening to this piece of shit's thing. Like, I wish I had headphones right now. I get it now. I get the headphones. And so anyway, the fucking guy just walks to the end of the subway, just whips the door. I mean, with authority, too. Like, just whips it open. Stumbles, like, in between the cars, and like he hit the chain thing that guards you from falling, like stumbled right into it. Looked like he was gonna go top heavy over it, and I was like, oh shit, it's going down. And like he's survived, and then he went from train to train. But unfortunately that was the weirdest thing in New York for me. And I was like, oh, you can go train to train. But I still didn't do it.
It was a learning experience.
Yeah, so that's how fun I am. Fucking, that's the big New York experience. Yeah. You can go train to train.
It is true.
Well, I saw that your pictures, you visited Central Park, but it was during the day.
Oh, here's something.
Now, I imagine if you would have went at night,
different place.
Probably would have been a little more interesting.
I think it's closed at night. There's barricades. I think it all closes at a certain time. There's mounted fucking cops or whatever that go through there.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
But all the people in the city, there was like a lot of people in Central Park jogging. Like, there's a lot of people. But the weird thing was that you seen about like 3 dudes doing that fucking
jazzercising.
William Hoff shit, like running with no shoes on the gravel. And I smell like city people. It's like, and I'm thinking like, okay, they're doing the thing where like, yeah, you run without shoes because that's the way we're supposed to be to toughen up your feet. But like, dude, you live in a fucking goddamn city. You ain't never having to worry about fucking roughing it. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're living in New York. It's like in the city. Like, you don't have to do that shit. Fuck.
Maybe they're trying out for Fear Factor or something. Survivor.
You know what? That's true. There's a lot of weird people out there doing weird shit, and I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
What was Dangerfield's like?
Okay. I got there, and I was like, all right, we're fucking here. And
we are here, man.
Yeah, like I get there and like it's real dark. It's like old school in there. So I was like, oh, this is cool. This is like fucking this is it's like, like retro comedy club. Like, dude, Dangerfields is cool. I liked it. But one thing, like I kind of went downstairs and they were like, you can see Dangerfield's dressing room, and I was like, oh, cool. So I go down there and like there's a shop vac, some other shit.
It's like storage room.
It's the closet. And I was like, man, that was kind of disheartening. But like just being there and like, dude, like being on stage, like just standing there on stage and putting like just your hand on the piano, that fucking
Andrew Dice Clay may have stood here.
Yeah, no, he did. Fucking like all these great people like stood there, and I was just telling my jokes where these people were telling their jokes, and it was just like it felt good. Man.
You have a little moment.
Cool,
yeah, for sure.
The audience, though, let me tell you. Okay, the audience wasn't big at Dangerfields. It was not big. There's probably like 25 people there, and it was like a weird audience. They were kind of tough. I mean, I got a lot of laughs. Shit played out a little differently in my set than it normally does. But then I seen like the pros go up and like they were having a hard time getting laughs too. like two of the guys that crushed the night before at Broadway, where I did really good at Broadway. They were having a hard time there too. So
Just a rough room.
Yeah, I got a lot of good laughs, and they did too. But like, it was just weird.
Different vibe.
But it was cool, man. Fucking hotel room when we first got there was shit, dude. I just touched the headboard, it fell down. There was nails hanging out of the wall. There was fucking in the bathroom. There was this metal panel on the wall.
Behind there, 2 dead hookers.
Pretty much. And like, dude, it was bad. I got a video of it. You open this metal door, and it's all the piping, and it goes straight down. You're like, holy shit, that's far, and it goes up. Well, then right across, you could like reach over and just knock on the other people's or push their open. You know,
what are you doing?
Like, yeah, so I was like, this is fucked up. I'm like, there's duct tape on shit.
That'd be good for drug deals.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. It was like, this was the hooker room of the Days in New York. Yeah, Days in. I don't care about shit talking you. Fuck you. Gave us a shitty ass room, but they
Take
did
my $35 deposit.
They
Fuck
did.
you.
They did give us the upgrade because the other comic I went with, his wife Terry. If anybody's traveling, take Terry. She gets you upgrade. She gets you free shit. She gets you discount.
Shout out to
that
Terry.
should be a website. TakeTerry.com.
There you go.
And just have her go with you on the trips.
Or she'll call the front desk.
Yeah, she got us
like,
upgraded
what the fuck
to
is this?
the floor right under the penthouse, like nicer
damn.
room. And like, dude, like late. Me and her were going to Insomnia Cookie at like fucking 2:30 in the morning. We had to walk like 20 blocks to get there.
City blocks. That's a long fucking walk.
Yeah, we get there and we get the cookies and everything. We're walking back. I'm like, dude, I don't want to fucking walk back. I'm smoked out and I'm drunk. I'm like, oh. She just sees the cab. She's like, how much to get back to here? And the dude's like, oh, $10. She's like, I'll give you $5. He's like, all right, get in. We're like, all right, sweet. Fucking. So
Terry wins again.
www.taketerry.com.
Yes, that should be a website.
That'll work.
Now, could you imagine Pez stumbling around New York City streets?
Oh, that'd be yeah. There was a bunch of Pez's running around the New York.
Would he be at home or would he be like fish out of water?
He'd be we'd all be fish out of fucking water there, dude. It's weird. It's different. It's a different type of lifestyle. Everyone says, like, I'm gonna go on record and say this. People are like, oh, Detroit hustles harder. This is fucking New York. People are just straight hustling and grinding and it's so fast paced. It's just those people are just on.
It's like
have
10 times the
just,
size as Detroit.
Well, yeah, and here's
like
another
40
thing.
40 times the amount of people.
I was looking at too. It's like every place there was, like, and how much people there were. Like a job in New York. Even if you work at a shitty ass little fucking place, you better do a goddamn good job. Because like if you don't do a good job, the managers gotta treat you like shit there because there's like gotta be a stack of apps. So like, you know, you could be replaced so easy. So a job there is just like fucking. I'm assuming like you better just not say anything and show up on time or you're fucking cut. It's just, you know, cutthroat.
Yeah, and then from what I've heard too, oddly enough, it seems like the further you move west from the East Coast, it just gets more and more relaxed. Because we had friends come in from California, and they were explaining that too. Like, just a service at a stupid Coney Island, like, really? They take this much pride, and they're on their shit, right? They're doing it.
They're upbeat and just like, hey, how's it going, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, what the fuck is your deal?
Right? So like,
yeah, you take offense to it because you're like, you're looking me directly in the eye right now. What's going on?
That usually signifies war.
Yeah,
and she was like, no,
me?
back home, you order a pop, right? Yeah, you're probably waiting 15 minutes to get a soda. I'm like, what? No, I'd walk out of the fucking restaurant.
Yeah.
She's like, no, it's all of them out there. I'm like, what? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But then again, it's California, and they're entitled to everything.
Yeah, in New York, they got a lot of like little cafe places too, like corner cafes. But dude, they will
Corner House Cafe.
Corner House Cafe. You guys gonna open a restaurant? Fucking do your podcast from there. But like they'll have like all the shit. Like they'll have like little trays of this, you know, meatballs and shit, or like some chicken and broccoli,
like a mini buffet.
Like a mini buffet going on.
Okay.
And then they'll have like a deli counter over here with
All
like
right.
all the meats and cheeses or whatever. And then they'll have like a dessert counter with like crazy homemade donuts and shit like that. But also on the wall, they got menus on every fucking wall, and all the writing's like real small, so they could pack as much. They will cook you whatever the fuck you want right then and there too.
So then
It's
why
like
is there a menu?
Dude, people are on, so you can be like, yeah, give me that, and then they, you know, just
Number
get all the
70,
ingredients right there.
74.
I'll take a
Why can't
214.
you just say, I want I want this sandwich with these ingredients.
Yeah, but
Done.
not everybody.
No, you can.
You've gone to
They'll
a
make you.
restaurant.
They'll make
Right,
you.
but that's what I'm saying.
They'll
if
even
they have all
panini that motherfucker for you right there.
If they have all that, why can't you just walk in almost like a Subway? Like what-
You probably could, but
'Cause
most
they
people
make
when
it
they go to a
fresh
store,
for
they're
you.
even when they go to the drive-thru, they don't know what the fuck they want, and they take 15 minutes.
I want a carcass on some bread.
There you go. And then they go, what kind of carcass? What kind of bread? Do you want lettuce? Do you want tomato?
Yeah, I'm not picky.
You want arugula?
What the fuck is arugula?
It's
It's a game you play.
yeah. With the sandwich maker.
Keep it.
No, it's a bitter, like lettucey type thing.
Yeah, I'll eat that. I don't care.
Kind of like spinach.
Oh.
In that ballpark.
Just no cheese, right?
Yeah, just no cheese.
There you go.
No cheese, no mayo.
Extra mayo.
It was a simple time.
A simple sandwich and a
Did-
simple order.
Do you have any line on going back to New York anytime soon, or did you make some pretty good contacts, or what?
Dude, actually, you know what? That's one thing I was disappointed on. I mean, I met some couple pros. Like, you know, I talked to them. They know who I am now, and you know, and we just talked a bit. But that's about it, man. Like, fuck, I went to New York. People give a fuck less about me. You know, like for real, dude. Like when I went to Broadway Comedy Club, and I said there's no green room or nothing. I wasn't really. Whatever, but I'm standing outside the door. Here's a fucking story. This pissed me off. All right, and like,
You want a tangent? I'll give you a fucking tangent.
All right, like I'm not the type of person to get into a fucking like, oh, my dick's bigger than yours kind of fucking contest with a dude. Like I can give a fuck less, and like especially with comedy, I want to be. It's like high school. I want to be cool with everybody because dude, comedy's very cliquey. So I get in and they're like, yeah, just wait right here by the wall. So I'm like, okay, and I'm just kind of standing, and there's a like
Line up like a lunch line. All right.
yeah, and there's a bunch of people standing right next to me online, and I just like over time I looked over and was like, hey, I was like, are you guys comedians? And they're like, no, we're just like we're on the waiting list for tickets because this was a sold out show. They had fucking packed house. We couldn't even watch the show because it was so packed. They couldn't fit any more people in there, which was crazy because you're going blind into a room that you don't know what they're laughing at. So to change your setup to like,
So you had to
Yeah,
stand
to adjust.
outside until it was
well,
your
not
set?
outside the building, outside the room.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, you're just in the hallway where you buy the tickets and shit like that, and like the other comedians are right there too. They're also right there. They were just kind of floating around because they know the club and
Yeah.
all this shit.
The
So I'm
system.
like, yeah, I'm going downstairs. I'm getting drinks and shit like that. I'm just standing waiting with the host. I don't know the guy, you know, and I mean, I'm new. I'm still new. I'm coming up on 2 years. I'm fucking still new. I know that. But I've done some decent crowd shows. You know, I'm not like timid or shy to get up in
Yeah.
front of a big fucking crowd. I've done it.
Not your first rodeo.
Yeah. Like if it was the crowd was like a couple thousands or something,
That's a
then
bit different,
maybe
though.
like yeah. But like it was just a big packed room. And the host like comes over and he looks at me and I'm standing there. I don't know, maybe I was looking weird or something. But he's like, hey, calm down, man. You'll be all right. You know, just take some breaths and just, you know, just do what you practice, man. Just, you know, do your set and just practice. I'm like, okay. Like,
Thanks.
that's okay. You know?
Appreciate it, Tony Robbins.
I was thinking what kind of sandwich I
This
want
was-
later, but you know.
And this is the first thing this guy says to me, not hi or nothing like that. So I'm just like, yeah, I got it, man. I'm okay. Thanks. And he's like, yeah. He was like, you know, is this your first time in New York? And I was like, actually, yeah, it is. You know. And he was like, oh, you'd be all right, man. Just do your set. And I was like, it's okay, man. Like I've done a few big shows before. You know, like not too
I'm not
big,
from a
but big.
cornfield in Iowa.
And then
so.
when I said that, he looked at me and was like what? Like, oh, shitty. And I was just like, you son of a bitch. And I don't know who the fuck you are either, asshole. And right behind me was like Dustin Diamond Screech from
No shit.
he wasn't there. There was a picture
Oh, all right.
on the wall. And I just so happened to host for Dustin Diamond before. I was like, well, I hosted for Dustin Diamond. And he was just like, oh. Like, and then he just turned around and walked away. Like I'm saying, it's not like a whose dick was bigger contest, but like this fucking dude was just a douche.
I mean, if he's gonna corner you,
he tried to
right.
big time me.
Yeah.
And I said that, and like Dustin Diamond, like he was funnier than I thought he was. Let me say that off the get, but he's not big. He's not like like I'm
Yeah.
happy to open up for him and shit, but like he's like lower fucking celebrity status.
Right, he's no fucking Rogan or Kevin Hart or no
No,
fucking
no.
selling out arenas
Yeah, exactly.
or some
He's
shit.
Screech from
you know.
Saved by the Bell, you know.
Right.
But I'll tell you what, you guys, he was funnier than I thought he was. He's a good stand-up. Ain't got nothing to say about him bad there.
Wow.
But New York is a good place. Everyone should go there.
I'm good.
I went to
should go
Buffalo.
there.
That was as close as I'm getting.
I was there. Fucking, that was a crazy time. But yeah, New York is fucking cool, man. I wouldn't live there, but it's cool. It's too crazy.
Do you have any shows coming up anytime soon, like scheduled out or?
Yeah. Well, actually, I did one fucking just. I didn't know I was doing last night. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Kevin Zioli benefit. I'm doing another one for Kevin Zioli November 30th out in Lapeer. I'll be for another Kevin Zioli benefit. Anyone that knows Kevin Zioli or is in Lapeer around the area, you should go there. He's a hilarious comedian who had a heart attack. And we're raising money to pay for his hospital bills. He's out, and he's actually headlining the fucking charity. And I just show up last night at his benefit to, like, this is how cool Kevin Zioli is. All right, I'm just going to say, this is, like, one of the best guys that I met through comedy. He didn't want to do comedy with me at first, I guess, because, like, I was new.
Who's this fucking
and
kid?
Yeah, and he told me after, like, he was real nice to me when I first met him, and then I go up and do my set and everything, and he came up to me and he was like, I gotta tell you something, man. He was like, fucking Jason said you were brand new, and I told him, fuck that, I don't want to work with no new guys. And he was like, no, give him a chance. He was like, but I'm glad I did. He was like, you were great. I was like, oh, all right, I won him over.
Sweet.
But last night I show up at his benefit. I'm like, hey, dude, hey, what's up? Let me, where do I pay for the tickets, you know? And he's like, oh, you ain't got to pay. I'm like, dude, it's a benefit for you. Yeah, I'm paying. I'm here to support you. He's like, nah, fuck it. Just buy some raffle tickets, man. You're good. So I bought a bunch of raffle tickets, and then he's like, you want to do some time? He's like, get up on stage. He gave me 15 minutes of stage time to a packed room and shit. He's fucking cool, man. Kevin Zioli, you are the fucking shit. So I got that show in Lapeer, November 30th.
Where's it at in Lapeer?
I don't even know.
Man,
Don't
that's
know
a
yet.
hike, dude.
It's like an hour, 20 minutes, something like that.
Like I said,
No.
That ain't a hike, dude.
a
That's
fucking hike, man.
That's a few songs.
Well,
on
it's
the
no
radio.
New York, but shit.
Dude, that drive there to New York wasn't shit. Everyone says, "Well, driving through Pennsylvania sucks." Dude, that's
Not
fucking
really.
scenic as hell, man.
That's cool.
Fucking nice.
That's good stuff.
I like it.
right there.
Ohio sucks.
Well,
Ohio going south.
Yeah, going
sucks.
south sucks. If you
Going
start heading
east isn't bad.
Awesome.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
All right.
That turnpike will take you to some pretty cool little spots.
That's true.
But when you hit south and you just drive through them fields,
it's just farm. It's
kind of boring.
Yeah, same thing when you get into like,
And then like the
Illinois.
small town of
Oh,
like
yeah.
2,000, and there's traffic up the ass, and it's like all 2,000 of you are driving at the same fucking time.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Seen some mangled ass deer on the way up north. It was
That
fucking
will
cool.
happen.
Fucking mangled, dude. Like murder scenes, like painted the road. for,
How
like,
long of a drive is it to New York?
Murder scene.
10-hour
in there
trip,
for a
but
bit.
like you stop and eat, it takes about 11 and a half.
make it
It's
rad.
about, it took 12 going home.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I had a little car trouble scaring me. Like, what the
Fetch
fuck?
struggle
But
with
then
that
it
one,
went
too.
away. You just keep going and hope it goes away, and it does.
Right. Close your eyes and go.
But November 30th, Lapeer. November 1st, I'm in Walled Lake. It's my first time featuring at an
Whoa.
open mic. It's not that big of a deal. Anybody can
It's always
sign
a
up.
big deal, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't like talking things up, I guess. I could be doing, I probably could be doing like the fucking Apollo or something. Be like, I kind of got this show going on.
It's just this little theater.
I don't like,
Well, it's good to be humble about it.
I don't
no
like
doubt.
talking.
I do the same thing when it comes to our show. You know,
Yeah. You guys got a great show. You should. It's awesome.
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Yeah, November 1st, Walled Lake, the Great Lakes of Comedy, the Beach Bar. And then November 15th, I forgot about this show.
Is it an opening day of rifle season show?
Oh, shit. No, I might have double booked myself. I got to look at the calendar. I did this once before.
As long as they're closed.
But they're
and the
both paid
time.
shows. But I'm like doing a show in Trenton. I don't know, I'll probably be at an Elk.
If
or
you
a
say the
Moose
other one
Lodge
is
or something.
Toledo, yeah, you might be fucked.
No, and the other, and then I'm doing the fucking Jesus. I'm doing what's this called? The Thanksgiving something. It's like November 17th at Simon's. Fucking.
Oh, okay.
A
A couple local gigs.
Yeah. And then, well, I
What's
guess,
the 17th? That's a Saturday night?
yeah.
Oh, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Saturday
Simon's?
night. Let's do it. Yeah, for sure.
It'll probably be a lot of money to get in there. It's a variety show. I don't know. It'll probably be like $10
All right,
if
we'll
you want
see.
to come in.
We'll see what's up on the
Yeah, everyone
17th.
come in. Come in. I'm like,
Right.
Do it.
Well, let's link those shows and the locations on our Facebook page.
Okay,
And
because
then
I do
we'll
a
just share
horrible
the shit
fucking
out
job.
of it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I
dude.
need to. I do a horrible job. I need to redo my fucking comedy page too and actually put shit on it because I fucking suck.
You mean do? You just got to do your comedy page.
Yeah.
Well, I want to change the name of it too. I don't like it. Tony Vacek Comedy RX. Your prescription account. Like, fuck that.
It's a bit long.
Just like I just want to be Tony Vacek. Hey, I tell jokes. Just like
Hey,
fucking,
come have a good time and laugh, maybe. All right.
Yeah, just some dumb shit. I don't know. I just like comedy's weird, and like I used to be like when I first started out, I was like all about throwing different shit out there and everything. But now I'm kind of like, meh, like that's not what. Like it's got to be something. I'm picky. I'm so goddamn.
A little bit more
picky.
refined.
Yeah, it's got to be like it's got to be better than everyone's. If I throw it out there, I feel like so. It's
because you take pride in it instead of just going like, yeah, I can tell jokes in front of people.
Yeah.
Knock, motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
Now
like,
laugh.
I just that's the way it goes. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
That's how I write my shit.
Comedy's weird.
Motherfuckers.
I'm kind
You've
of
been
on a
watching it.
downward. I think downward kind of mentality about it right now, just because like I haven't been thinking of jokes lately. I try,
But it's
they
not
just,
like it's
they're
fucking
not.
easy.
Just having a block coming and shit. I thought of a couple, but like
Don't let the cold weather of Michigan and the cabin fever of our season trap you either.
it's not going to.
That
It's
wonderful
I think
gray
I'm just
sky.
having a block right now. I just got so much shit going on. Like I'm redoing my girlfriend's mom's floor. Just got back from New York. All the
you're just
shit with my
busy.
kids all the
Okay.
time.
I get it, yeah.
Job.
Take a fucking nap,
house.
man.
I don't get no time. I sleep like 4 or 5 hours a night, man. It's fucking shitty.
That
I wake
is
up at
pretty
3:30 6 days a week. Fucking sucks.
Lucky.
Yeah, right. If you get less sleep than me, I will fucking pay you money.
I know, right?
Bullshit.
I'm gonna have to
Bullshit.
throw my hand on that
Bullshit.
table too, because
You gotta sleep 4 or
mine is
5 hours a night.
self-imposed.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
I stay up late working on different projects myself. So
So yeah, I'm doing mics and doing comedy, and then I fucking go home. It's like shit. I gotta wake up in 4 hours.
Yeah, that's kind of rough.
That is.
Yeah.
At least I don't get my sleep. It's all home stuff. Why
He's
I don't
like
sleep.
sex, blowjobs.
I
The
wish.
dog wants to go out. The
Right.
dog wants to go out again.
I've got the biggest
Something
pieces
knocked
of
over a
shit
trash
dogs,
can.
right? And when the dogs aren't up, little man's up, and it's just like, oh, cool. So I lay down at 11 until 1, and I'm almost asleep every night, and then it starts the cycle. I'm like, oh, awesome.
You're like, oh shit, it's 1 o'clock already. All right.
Yeah, dude, I fucked
went
up
back quick.
last night. I stayed out later than I wanted to at the show. I ended up winning 2 raffles, though. It was cool. But I come home. It was like, like 1 o'clock or whatever. And I lay down and I just put my phone down and I sleep on my couch when I got my kids at the house. So I'm on the same floor with them. And I'm sleeping. I just fucking lay down, just put my phone down, shit, and I just hear a door open. I'm like, that better be Maria going to the bathroom. Then I hear the little footsteps coming down the hallway. It's Zach, fucking up. He just looks at me and he's just like, Dad. I'm like, yeah, come on. And he just like, I'm just like, fuck it. So I'm just getting out my one night of sleeping in, which I sleep until 7 in the morning. And fucking,
Yep.
I'm just getting elbow blasted in the face the whole night on my couch. Like, you little son of a bitch.
Like I can throw you in an armbar so fucking quick. God damn.
Yeah, but I don't because
I give him more pillow and
I have to
scoot
pay
over.
more child support.
There might be prison.
You totally could just slept on the floor, froze your ass off.
Yeah, but he would have jumped down on the floor
No,
too.
the kid would have came down on the
Right.
floor with me.
But
He
at
Like
least
that
it's
scene
lit
in
by
Uncle
me.
Buck.
Uncle Buck, I'm gonna make those pancakes.
You should see the hash browns.
Now, while we were talking just a couple minutes ago, you guys started
We came
having
up
a
with
little
another
side
beer.
conversation over here. I was curious what that was because I didn't really hear it.
So Tony mentioned the words murder scene, and I was like, oh, that's a good name for a beer for Pez. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna have to make a red.
I've
Boom.
attempted a couple reds.
Okay.
But much like I was saying, my IPAs, they're not quite to par yet.
Okay.
So
Still work in progress.
cool. Thanks, Jay.
Hey,
A little more work.
We've named, 3 new brews for you
Jeez,
tonight?
I know you guys are fucking on point tonight.
Yeah.
hey, we're here for you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for keeping me busy because I need projects.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, but this one could pay off huge.
Good.
Judging by the brew you brought tonight,
It's
that
delicious.
shit's tasty, man.
And what do you call this one?
Time for an Oil Change Stout.
Now, this is the one that stained the glasses
Yeah,
you told us about
yes,
last time
it
you were
stained
over
the
here.
glasses.
Yes.
Yes.
It's fucking good.
Thank you.
I'm wondering how
Time
it would
for
have
an
tasted.
oil change style. It's a long name though.
It is. And
How about high mileage? That'd be good.
Oh,
Would be.
whoa.
Is it high percentage?
yeah, it's 8%. So and this is the one where I said my wife when I was just gonna throw the recipe away, and she said, "You don't change a fucking thing with that recipe, right?"
This is
so
that
this
one?
is hers, yeah.
Just fuck yeah.
So this is all her all the way, and she goes, "Nope." Like the next day, she's like, "That looks like dirty oil. You need an oil change. That's the name of this beer." I was like, "All right."
So you probably can't change the name of it.
No, you have to keep it. Yeah, that's
or I gotta get a new wife. It's
One seems like a lot of work, and one doesn't.
You could maybe talk her into dirty oil or something, you know, just to shorten the same name.
As long as we stay with the same concept, I think she's okay.
Yeah, if we lived in like Salem witch times, it'd be easier to get rid of the wife, but we don't. So like,
I seen her dancing.
She's a witch.
Burner.
Fucking- so yeah, you might have to keep the name.
Yeah.
It's a good name though. It's good.
Yeah,
it's fitting.
It fits, yes,
So
absolutely.
and then there's this, like when I every so often I do just a bunch of brews back to back, right, and just line everything up. So I do a case of this usually, right, and I write oil on it. Well, depending on how you turn it, right, it's 710. And I was thinking about making that the joke, right, and then I do like my smoked stout, and to write S's on a bottle cap is fairly hard. So when I do it, it almost looks like the Nazis SS.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Probably
I can't-
shouldn't, but I'm like,
Probably not.
Especially not with your look. Comes with free tiki torches.
yeah. So it's weird because when you do them, because I don't have labels obviously, and I just mark caps in certain ways, and I like you're saying how you don't want to mark that. I looked at it one day, I'm like, that's a horrible mark.
Yeah, that's probably not going to win over anybody. Well, maybe some. Whatever.
It's going to
A
be
small amount of people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
selected
pretty
group.
select crowd.
You'd only sell it in like Alabama.
Oh, shit.
Export it to Argentina.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So time for an oil change stout, right?
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
It has a wonderful aftertaste.
I like it, dude.
Yeah, I enjoyed
nice.
it.
Very good beer. Very
Thank you.
fucking
Thank you.
good.
Thank you.
CHC
If you're a stout
endorsed
lover,
and recommended.
you will like it.
Pretty soon we'll get it out there
Yeah. Hopefully.
for people to
Hopefully.
try.
Make requests. I can ship whatever out. I guess
We'll
we
figure
can
it
make
out.
something happen.
We'll work on it. While we're at it, we might as well touch on a couple of the other brews we had tonight.
There's a few.
Yeah, we got a little nutty here.
I was under the impression it was my turn to bring beer.
It was.
It was.
It was.
And John's like, "Hey, I got beer," and I'm like, "Fuck, was it my turn?" He's like, "Yeah, but I seen this and I had to get it."
Yeah, in my defense, I didn't buy this beer for the show. I bought
No.
it because of it was a Sunny
What
in
it
Philadelphia reference.
Well, I think it's a
Definitely.
good time that
Yeah, it's from Odd Side Ales. It's called Ocular Pat-Down Vanilla Coffee Porter. It's heavy on the vanilla.
Oh, well,
Definitely.
Now that I know you bought that for the show, I gotta have a.
Well, I didn't really, like I said, I didn't buy it for the show. I bought it because of what it was, and it was the first time I'd seen it.
so
Good
for,
cover up. It's for the show.
for people that haven't seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, what is the reference here?
Mac is one of the characters on the show, and I'm going to use air quotes here, he's the security for the bar, and his whole thing is giving people an ocular pat-down when they enter the bar to make sure that they're cool, you know, like he's
Okay.
going to whoop
Approved.
their ass but if you watch the show, you know he's not whooping anybody's ass, especially in the later, yeah, right, in the later seasons.
All right, so this one's from Outside from Grand Haven, Michigan.
Grand Haven's
Yeah,
a cool
it's-
fucking place. It's fucking cool.
It's been a while since we had any odd side to my. I think was Bean Flicker the last one, or was El Dancarino?
El Dancarino.
El
was.
Dancarino was the last
They're
odd side
different.
ales, and that was good shit. So I was like, well,
That was amazing.
Stumbled
let's
into
go
that
with it.
brewery
And I'll
Oh,
tell
really?
we did a mitten tour, the wife and I, years ago. We stumbled into.
Yeah, you always got to say her name first.
Yeah.
you, the missus.
He doesn't want to get beat again.
The wife and I.
That was a long recovery.
And
she's
so
smart,
so
Bart.
we just did this whole. We're
Did
we're
you
doing
get
the
kicked
mitten.
out of Grand Haven?
Did you seriously? What the fuck did you do?
This is Pez we're talking about. It's not surprising. It's
Better
No.
question is, did you get kicked back in?
So we stumbled upon
So
odd
there I
sides, and just different place, right? And it was way back before they were producing. I think you could only get the beer from them when we found them.
like out of the bar.
Yeah, weird place,
Very odd.
weird town.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever want to go back to there. But
I don't know
Grand
if you're
Haven?
allowed back.
Dude, Grand Haven's nice. Muskegon sucks.
Oh, that's a whole nother
That's the
show here.
fucking
Dissecting
ghetto,
the city,
bro.
dissecting the
Michigan.
state of Michigan.
That's
Ooh.
fucking Muskegon. Hey, Muskegon people, fucking move. Fucking seriously.
Move to Flint. You'll be better off.
Yeah, dude.
Oh
Or
shit!
there's this. This is probably got to be the worst.
Bottled water.
Over on the west side. Different tour. We of the Mitten. We like to do a Mitten every year or two. Right. We're doing the Mitten. We stop in Manistee.
Yeah.
Right. It's like
Beautiful place.
it's got to be 105 outside. Right. Just a brutal summer. And we're on the Shovelhead, so it's pissed because it's so hot outside, anyways. And we stop in, and it's about 3:30, and we're like, "Fuck, dude, we just gotta get out of the sun, get some food, maybe
Cool
have a drink."
down.
Yep.
Your Shovelhead's
Hydrate.
the motorcycle, right?
Yes.
All right. Some people that listen might not know. Oh, it's Shovelhead. They're on the Shovelhead.
Yeah. It's an antique motorcycle, so the heat is not its friend.
No.
And we're sitting there. And she picks up the little menu thing, and it's like Manistee alive after 5.
It's 3:30.
Yeah, right. And there's like
Motherfucker's flatlining.
There's 4 businesses open after 5 in this town. It's like we gotta get the fuck out of here. We have to go.
Get back on the bike.
The liquor store closes at 6.
Hopefully a gas station was one of those 4.
And it wasn't. We take off on the bike. We probably make it like 2 miles, and it stalls. Yeah. You know what it is to kick a shovel head over 105-degree weather, right?
It's a good time.
Not fun.
Oh,
No.
Oh, just brutal, right? So I finally get it fired
All
up.
that swamp ass.
Kickstart, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And it
The price to look that cool.
and she always makes
Calf
jokes,
muscles.
right?
To
'Cause
sound that cool.
we anticipate an extra day or two on trips when we take the shovel, right? Because it's an old bike. You gotta
Temperamental.
anticipate some of this, and there's a lot of roadside fixes that happen. And there was one trip we almost went all the way through a whole trip, and she was like, "It doesn't seem right. We didn't break down one time."
Oh,
right?
she jinxed it.
Yeah, and usually they're small, right? Because
Yeah.
when they're pretty major ones, or it's getting pretty close to that, I'm like, okay, well, it needs this. I'm going to upgrade to something probably not 40 years old, right? Just newer technology. So it's a pretty solid bike for the most part, right? There's still a lot of stuff, right? Like the engine, it's still a 72, right? It's the castings are poor. It's just
Was it 56 years old? Math on the show is horrible, folks.
So-
We're from downriver, by the way. That's why there was that long pause and no solution to the math problem.
that moment of silence
I know-
wasn't in respect of math. It was
And the worst part is, like, when it refers to math in years,
Yeah.
I'm the worst. Right?
That wasn't the sound of silence while we tried to figure it out. That was sound of silence as our brains died.
I was just waiting for
I've
one
been-
of them two to
I've been
answer.
20
I posed the question. I'm not going to fucking answer it for him.
right? I was born in 91. I've been 26 now
You're born
for
in
30
nine-
years, right?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, dude. Still feel the same. You just more shit on your plate.
Yeah. Right? Because I remember even
You weren't born in 91.
81.
There you go.
That I,
You said 91. It's
Yeah.
fine, though.
same thing.
Solid year.
Fucking millennial.
But the worst. Yeah, so
So you,
Grand
you
Haven, good place.
Oh, dude, you can make a beer
Just
and call it
some.
millennial and have it like 0.2 alcohol, like a fucking Zima.
it's just bottled water.
Millennial NA.
That's your NA beer.
Make
Alcohol, that's offensive.
It's just water and honey. That's
make
it.
it taste like 7-Up.
It cures colds. Gluten free.
Just has a picture of a mustache on the cap. You're fine.
A
It's almost
mustache and a
offensive.
flannel.
We're edgy now.
Well, to get back to the multitude of beers that we've tried, I picked up Arabicadabra, probably saying that wrong, from Bells Brewery out of Comstock, Michigan.
Good beer.
It's a coffee milk stout brewed with 100% Arabica coffee beans roasted in Ferris Coffee in Grand Rapids.
Is it a
Arabicadabra.
There you go.
There we go.
Arabica.
There we
Gotta
go.
reach out and grab her.
Arabica beans, man. Yeah, Casey.
Again.
Yes.
Again.
I fucking love it, dude. I love
So-
that fucking punny shit.
Arabicadabra.
Use it. What
Say,
did he
well,
say?
wait. He just said it. You should have just said it. What's again? Say it.
Arabicadabra.
Gotta reach out and grab her. Yeah.
He just fucked it up.
Oh. Fucking Steve Miller Band, folks. Anyway. So it's a coffee milk stout. I can't even get through it. Because now the song's running through. Abracadabra. Then I'm thinking of the fucking Steve Carell movie with where he was the magician out in Vegas.
Burt Wonderland or something.
Yeah, Burt Wonderstone.
Yeah,
Burt
Wonderstone.
Yeah, 'cause
I haven't seen that yet. I heard it was funny.
It was very funny.
It wasn't
but
bad.
Part of their show is them doing magic to that song.
Oh fuck yeah!
So my head just got fucked right there.
Yeah, it's him and Jim Carrey. It's pretty good.
Jim Carrey's in it, and
Jim Carrey's in it.
Yeah,
Fuck
him and
yeah.
Steve Carell are like the co-headline, right?
Really?
Yeah, Jim Carrey's like mind freak. What's his name?
I got it.
Chris Angel, David
type.
Blaine,
And
Edgy.
Stares
Steve
at people
Carell
for awkwardly
and-
long amounts of time.
Wow, I'm gonna fuck up his name. Who was his?
It's Steve Buscemi, isn't
Steve
it?
Buscemi.
Yeah.
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 They're like the
what a great movie.
Siegfried and
Penn and Teller, Siegfried and Roy.
Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah,
They're like
they're like
Siegfried
the
and Roy.
team of
from like the
comedians.
80s that
Yeah.
were huge, and now they have their own theater in Vegas, and now they're kind of just going downhill, drawing like 3 people at a fucking show.
So it's like an open mic for comedy. Hey, before we change subjects, I just want to throw this out there. Jim Carrey, he was in that movie. Have you ever heard of the movie Bad Batch?
Nope.
Dude, watch that fucking movie. It's got Jim Carrey in it, and I didn't even know it was Jim Carrey until like the end of the fucking movie. I was like, "Holy shit, that's fucking Jim Carrey!" Like,
When is this from?
It's a newer movie, 2017.
Oh, so this is after he lost
Keanu
his mind.
Keanu Reeves is in the movie. Like,
Keanu's in it?
dude,
Oh,
and the
shit.
dude that the badass motherfucker Momoa, Jason Momoa, he's
Yeah.
in it and shit. He's the main character. Dude, it's fucking badass movie. It's fucked up, dude.
I've never heard of
Bad
it.
Batch.
It's
Okay.
about like right at the beginning they just release this girl through this fence, like these cops, and it's just desert, and they're like, good fucking luck. And like there's a sign, and they send them out, and like it says like
a
fu-
Mad Max feel.
kinda, but
All right.
like these are the bad batch that they release in prison and just go, this is your fucking home, this endless desert, like good luck. And it's like just
All
pirate
escaping
land,
fucking New
dude.
York shit.
Pirate, like fucking, but worse. Like
All
the
right.
beginning, you're like, oh, what kind of horror fucking movie is it? It's the most. I'll tell you what, the movie Bad Batch is the most fucked up love story that there is. That's what it is. It's fucking great, ladies.
I'm in.
Watch it.
It's more fucked up than Natural Born Killers. 'Cause that was a fucked up love story there.
No, okay, no, it's not the. It's
Second place.
it's the most fucked up way to fall in love. Let's
Okay.
say it that way.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
The Bad Batch.
And romance movies are always fun.
Yeah.
Chick flicks.
Especially the porno ones.
Yeah. Right. So we were talking about movies at work the other day, and I got on this. I was
Yeah.
bullshit or whatever, and I was like, oh yeah, True Romance. I'm like, that sounds like a fucking chick flick, right? And
Did you
everybody's-
fucking hit that person?
No,
Huh.
because guess who likes having a paycheck?
Yeah, I can see that.
And so we're going on, and I get it. I think the oldest person I was talking to was probably 25.
Dear God.
Right? So we're going back and forth. I'm like, oh, well, who's in the movie, Bob? I'm like, everybody. Everybody's in that fucking movie.
Name him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you name them? You're the one. Tell me about them. I'm like, okay. Gary Oldman, Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, Christopher Walken, Dennis Hopper. You want me to keep going?
Gandolfini,
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So I keep on rolling through it. Like,
That blonde guy.
Sam Jackson,
Brad Pitt.
The-
Brad Pitt.
right, yeah. So then I say the guy that played Belky. Obviously,
Oh, yeah.
nobody
Belky
knows
Baltakamus.
Belky.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Dude, someone
Bronson
just...
pin
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah,
Pinchot?
you
Yep.
That
Nice
motherfucker
pull.
knows it,
Yeah.
dude. Shit, yeah.
So
It's French last name. I don't know how to say it right.
So right, everybody's all like, "What?"
take me
It's a chick flick. I'm like, I was like, so I'll help you guys out, right?
Elvis.
You're gonna see some tits in this movie.
Val Kilmer.
right?
Val Kilmer played
Val
Elvis.
Kilmer's
Oh
in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is that who
Yeah,
played
he was
Elvis?
Elvis.
He played
Val
Elvis,
Kilmer
yep.
was Elvis.
Are you sure? Oh.
Yep.
All right. I did
like
not
him
know
players.
that.
Fuck there, now you know. I'm here to help.
Cool. I'm gonna go home. I learned something.
And to top it all off, Tarantino
Wrote it.
wrote the movie.
Yeah, it has that feel.
You know,
Dude.
no, he wrote it. he sold it so he could make Reservoir Dogs. Just so you're
Good
aware.
choice.
I know, right?
That's right. I remember hearing that now. And
To Tony Scott.
Did you know Danny McBride wrote the new fucking Halloween movie?
What?
Yeah.
You fucking kidding me?
I swear to fucking God.
I fucking love Danny McBride.
Yeah, he wrote the new fucking Halloween movie.
Good for fucking him.
He was one of them. That's fucked up, man. That's crazy. It's like this big time comedian dude just writes this horror movie. It better be good.
or what? Or what? What's the consequences?
Hey, it got
Or
Jamie.
I'm gonna say it sucked. Yeah, burn.
All I'm saying is they got Jamie Lee Curtis back in the fucking Halloween series. So
See though, okay, I don't mean to change subject on you, Casey. I'm
Well,
sorry. I
No,
didn't
you're
mean-
good. You're good.
But like the new Halloween, Michael Myers is like fucking 80 years old now.
hey,
He's still walking the same pace. It doesn't matter.
That's fucked up, man. How do you have David? He got that TRT when he was 50, and fucking, he's been on it ever since. If he's still walking around without that walker,
he's got the shuffles now. He walks a little bit
A
slower.
little bit.
yeah, that's a bad move by the psych ward. Hey, let's give this psycho killer testosterone.
Brief him up.
Yeah,
He's the kind of guy that falls between subway cars.
Maybe. Hey, all right, maybe.
yeah, but he
right.
can walk up. He can get up and walk away from it.
Even though he's in a mental facility, he probably has to have checkups. And they're like, hey, we know you haven't talked in 40
Yeah,
years.
we're paying
but
his medical. He's got fucking great medical.
the doctor's like, we know you haven't talked in 40 years, but, anything bothering you? And that he's like, I think my testosterone count's kind of low. You wanna check
So I've been
that out?"
having trouble getting it up. Like, who you fucking?
He's like, everyone.
Nobody. That's the problem.
Why do you think I've been so mad for 40
He's
years?
he's like, my knives went limp. I can't stab nobody anymore.
Hey-o.
Anyway, back to you schooling these children about fucking true romance.
Yeah. So I told him, like, all right, dude, everybody's gonna win. It's a chick flick. You can talk her into it, right? Listen to the name.
Yeah.
It's a chick flick. You're gonna be happy by the amount of violence. There's not a lot of tits in the movie, but there are some.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Drexel.
and Drexel. And I think one
What's
of
a
your
Drexel?
I think one of your earlier episodes when you were talking about how great Gary Oldman is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I probably watched True Romance like the day before I heard that episode. I was like, oh yeah,
He is
Yeah.
Drexel.
how
He's
about
Drexel.
that?
Yeah.
How about that? But I don't.
Great flick.
Great, yeah, absolutely. I don't know if these people have watched the movie.
Probably not.
So and then I've been trying to.
If they're hipsters, like, you can get it on VHS.
I got beta. I'm more hipster than you.
and,
Laserdisc
and some of it
bitches.
too, right? 'Cause we got talking to different movies,
Yeah.
and they're obviously not too hipster because we started talking about The Outsiders, right?
No good movie.
Another movie where everybody's in it,
Yeah.
right? Because like, well, who's everybody? I'm like, well, so everybody that's anybody now that was
From like anywhere from 86 to 94.
that wasn't in True Romance is in The Outsiders. There's that flop,
Yeah.
and
It was either this one or that one.
they're like, I don't know. I'm like, I got the VHS. They're like, what's that?
I'm like, God damn it.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah.
Get the fuck away from me.
Just like, you can download it on iTunes.
Actually, you can.
Can you?
You can.
Okay.
There's
Oh.
two versions. There's the director's cut that has like music put to it, which is fucking awesome. And then there's the regular one.
Okay.
And there's another cut. There's because there's 3 opening scenes to that movie too.
Yep. There's one where he's coming out of the theater, like in the book. The regular one picks up when he's walking in school, I think. Or no, when he's at the desk writing. Anyway, there's one where he's walking out of school. There's one where he's walking out of the theater. And there's one where he's at a desk writing the fucking essay.
Yeah. So I recently had to write a paper on that for some stupid ass class.
For school.
Yeah, and
So stupid. School. It's the dumbest.
it's a
You
fucking
should just
film
drop
class.
out, man, and live your dreams.
I tried that.
Funny enough, you tend to go back to school or find a really good job.
Yeah, that sends you to school.
That sends you to school.
Thanks, Mary.
Yay.
Or start a podcast.
Or start a fucking podcast, which CHC recommends and endorses.
So I end up buying this movie off Netflix, right?
Yeah. Well, you don't buy movies off Netflix, but
Okay.
You got ripped off.
Yeah. Pez, who's your dealer? We need to talk about this.
They said
They
I could.
middleman
I
the
could.
fuck outta
They said I could rent it for $2 or buy it for $3.
I was probably iTunes or the similar.
Okay.
And we're moving.
That was
moving forward.
Netflix. You got the fucking bunk version, dude.
Some chick named Natalie's like sold another one.
And I must have, because like it starts out and the movie opens up, right? And I don't remember the opening because I remember I can't think of the fucking guy's name now. Played Daniel's son.
Ralph Macchio.
Oh yeah, Ralph
Ralph
Macchio.
Macchio, right? Where he gets beat up by the Socias, and that's how the movie starts.
That's not where the movie starts. Well,
The
first
socialists,
time.
the
When he gets beat up the
socialists
first
beat him
time,
up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Socials.
yeah, right. And
Socialites.
So
So the socialists beat up fucking the Karate Kid. Okay, go on.
Greaser.
They all pulled together. That was their power move. They did it as one.
well, that's how the Socias do it.
Socialists.
And so I'm watching this version that I apparently bought or got ripped off on now. Totally different beginning. And I remember watching it in school, and then I had the VHS, but you can't find a VHS player anymore.
It's true.
Stupid.
I've got 2 of them.
Balls.
I got one.
So I'm like, wow. I've seen, in my head, it's like 15 opening credits to this movie.
Yeah.
Right? And every time I see the beginning of the movie, I'm like, no, that's not how it starts.
Am I watching the right fucking movie?
Yeah. Right? But like 5 minutes in, I'm like,
yeah.
And then the rest of the movie is exactly the same. It doesn't change one bit. Kinda
Shocker.
weird. Yeah. So like, and when Tarantino does his shit like that, right? Like if you get Reservoir Dogs and then you get Reservoir Dogs Director's Cut or Pulp Fiction versus Director's Cut, like
It's a different beast.
Pulp Fiction Director's Cut, there's like an extra hour of film in that movie.
I imagine
Christ,
Kill
man.
Bill probably has a lot of extra too, just because it was a 2-part movie to begin with.
I heard they were making another one.
What's it called?
I don't know, but like,
If it's,
I did hear that they were. I can't remember details, but yeah, I did hear that.
But Bill died,
Yeah.
both in the movie and in real life. So
Well, what?
Yeah.
So the
What,
part where she's going out killing the other assassins.
It'll probably be like prequel shit.
No. Well, it could be prequel, but when she's fighting the black lady.
Yeah, and the daughter.
And the daughter,
said,
it could be the daughter
yeah,
going after
she
her.
said
that
she
would
was
be
like,
fucking
one day,
sweet. One
if
day
you
you're gonna
ever
come after me.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That would be
so
fucking
cool.
amazing.
That would be cool.
And then her just dust that little bitch. Like should have stayed at home.
Uma Thurman.
What if it doesn't Uma have a daughter?
Yeah.
What if the 2 daughters
That would be fucking
battle?
Shit.
What if like the
That'll be
the
some
girl
Apollo
killed
Creed Drago shit.
Yeah,
like
there
what's
you go.
coming out in Rocky? Like
the
what
one
Creed
daughter?
too, yeah.
The one daughter kills Uma Thurman, and then fucking
The
Uma's
other daughter
kid,
goes
they go at
after-
it, and that's
yeah.
just how it ends. And then the
No,
sequel to
okay.
that.
They're
Trademark.
teenagers.
No,
Trademark.
wait. They're lesbians. And
Tarantino,
they're married.
if you-
Oh,
they're
they fall in
lesbians
love.
and they're married
And
already.
they didn't know.
And then they find
And then
out.
the first time she meets
Yeah.
Uma, the mother.
And then like going down on each other's like risky business.
All right, you just
you
threw
don't
that.
want to leave yourself open for that kind of shit.
You just threw that into a different ball field, sir. Yes, Pez?
That was gold. Give me some, John. That was
he's
gold.
right though. I mean,
I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying he took that baseball and threw it over, and
That
a
was
wide
a-
receiver caught it and started playing soccer.
Curveball strike, World Series 1.
You're welcome, Boston.
sounds
How do we get this to Tarantino? That's the
it.
question.
Yeah, fucking boom.
His lawyer's going to call us and be like, you need to take that off the air.
Stop.
Yeah, he's
Boom.
like, Tarantino's going to be like, spoiler alert, motherfuckers. You need to stop. This
He's
is
like,
a movie.
he's like, I wrote that 15 years ago. It's copyrighted.
bold pound sign Tarantino on this podcast?
Oh, yeah.
At least.
Yeah, we'll get him. We have to figure out what the 2 daughters' names were in that movie. And we got to hashtag those names together.
Nikki, I think, was one of them, and
I don't know.
What? No,
Hey,
dude.
by the way, fucking Corner House Chronicles are very, very, what is it? Hospitable? Is that the
it's a
word?
word.
We appreciate that.
Good word.
Yeah.
They're very nice, hospitable people, man. Fucking
we welcome
Jason
all folks.
Fucking
Thank you.
John, fucking great people, man.
Yes,
Appreciate
we
that.
appreciate you coming by.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you, man, for having me by. I love
You too,
just-
Pez.
You
I'm
too,
a
Pez.
comedian. I
Thank
like
you.
to- yeah,
Thank you.
fucking Pez, you're fucking amazing. I haven't Pez.
You're
we
amazing,
don't,
Tony.
Thank you. I miss you guys, man.
I'm glad you crashed the
Likewise.
episode with your brews, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That
You have talent,
Great
sir.
brews.
And we've named like 3 more brews.
That
so
you have yet to make.
I know. I've got to get
Very
busy
proud of
now.
that for us.
Tis the winter
Ho-
season, man.
Hopefully in a couple weeks, I want to start hitting her heavy and start brewing on a regular schedule
You
again.
sound like a 50s husband. I want to start hitting her heavy. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That recipe book needs to fill up, sir.
It
I was
does.
just thinking too. You should use 710 as the brewery name.
Boom.
Oil backwards, upside down.
Well, and
Dude,
that's funny
is
because
you. That's
I
good.
had always talked with Ken about opening up a bike shop, right? We've always talked about that.
KTP.
And then with my cousin opening a brewery,
What if you combine the both?
and we and both times we were talking
Business in
next
the
door,
front,
right?
party in the
Put a
got
back.
strip
one-
club in between the two.
Shit.
That's what Harbaugh's doing out in North fucking Carolina or whatever. He's gonna
What is
have
farmhouse?
yeah, he's gonna
Strip
have
club?
like venues right at the end of
Yeah.
fucking the Dragon Tail and shit.
the
That's a
pole
smart
barn?
idea, man.
Yeah, he's
There
got
you
he's
go,
got a
Rob.
nice setup. It looks like.
Oh,
We're
that's
gonna-
pretty.
And it's cool. We're gonna go to see him every year because we go down for Easter. So we're gonna head down and crash his spot.
He
For a
texted me
while.
one night. Fucking, I miss Rob already, man.
I do and I don't.
He just said, "Fuck you, Rob."
and here's my biggest problem. I've got too many sticks in the fire to really.
Pick up and leave.
Yeah.
So yeah, I admire him for that. But fuck, dude,
He's the gypsy. Come on.
he is,
Fuck yeah.
and
he
I'm
is.
so jealous of that, right?
Yeah, you know,
And
no
I'm
obligation. No, he's just like, "Fucking, I'm gonna do what I do."
I'm
you
tied
gotta
to my
admire
house,
that.
right? I've got
Mortgage.
crops and chickens and how we were saying earlier, like working on people's shit, right, for side cash. Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty tied to a location
You're invested in the area.
as much as I don't
Your
want to be.
business has
I'm,
its location.
I'm there. It is what it is.
Now I gotta go. I didn't realize it was 9:30.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up right now. We
gotta go.
You're cool coming back.
Yeah,
and
next
telling
week
us
I'm
that
coming
story.
back.
All right,
Yep.
Sweet.
we're gonna save that for next week because that's gonna be a whole episode in itself. I
That's
think
going to be a crazy conversation.
Hey, you care if I bring the guy I went to New York with, Mark Poindexter? He never done a podcast before.
No, bring him along.
Bring him
Started.
along.
More than
He's-
welcome.
Dude, he's
100%.
funny as fuck.
Bring him along. Yep. And it's the beginning of the month, so we'll have all kinds of time to spend
Oh, yeah, that's true.
for sure. But we're gonna get out of here and watch that video.
Yep.
Okay. Appreciate that because I do want to see it. I know you want to see it too. So we're gonna watch that. Again, we want to thank all the listeners for checking back in.
As always.
Episode 50.
50.
That's
crazy.
Shout out to Halloween for
We get
winning
senior
our bracket.
discount
We
on
get
this
senior
episode.
discount. What's up?
No, I think we got 5 more years before that
A
hits.
little bit longer.
Yeah, I'll
Only
try.
15
I
more
try.
and we get Social Security.
Boom. Been a long time coming.
Yeah.
We want to thank Tony for stopping by.
Thank you,
You're
Tony.
welcome. Thanks for having me. Jesus
Appreciate
Christ.
it, yes.
You guys are
Yeah.
awesome.
Come back again
Yes,
Anytime.
next week.
Next week.
And let's do that. Let's tell that story because we want to hear it. And
Pez.
Pez, thank you, sir, for
Thank you.
crashing in with your beers.
Always
From-
a pleasure to have
From
you,
the
sir.
My Beer Brewery
The yet unnamed brewery.
to be announced.
One day.
Mm-hmm.
One day.
What if it's just the brewery?
That's already a place.
That makes
right.
it easy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
End
Scratch
of
that
party.
one.
Pint slingers.
That's not bad.
He's like, I got one. Budweiser.
Keep it classy.
Brace yourself, guys. It's going to blow your socks off.
Pez's Blue Ribbon.
Yeah, just like fucking coming
still-
to America.
Give me a
McDowell's.
PBR. And they hand you, what the fuck? Pez's Blue Ribbon, huh?
Nice.
There you go.
Beat the system.
You should go with the old cans that have the aluminum.
Pull fucking like,
Yeah, it's aluminum fucking pull
there you
tab.
go.
So, and here's the thing: when I do it, I don't want to go that big. It's gonna be strictly serve on site.
For in the beginning, but
Like
what if it starts taking
grassroots.
off? What if you start getting like thousands of people a day? And you're
How do
like,
you find
fuck.
a store that will just fucking buy your beer off you and sell your beer in there? Does it have to have a Surgeon General fucking label? Does it have to fucking...
You have to have a license.
How do you
gotta-
get that fucking Surgeon General
gotta
label?
have-
You have to have a
How do you get
federal
that, boy?
license.
There's a whole step-up process.
Yeah.
Lots of
You
money.
need to go through that.
Permits.
You need to
and
go
fucking-
through that.
Permits and-
You need to give the government their money so you can put that shit
Pretty
in a
much.
store.
Mm.
This
I will
beer
say
is good,
this
everybody.
on the record. If for some crazy
It
ass
gets you
reason we
drunk.
start doing well and we can monetize our thing and we start making money, we'll back it.
I'm gonna need it.
We're gonna back you. We're gonna back Tony. We're gonna back all kinds of shit, dude.
It's true.
They're gonna get right behind all of us.
Right behind.
No.
Right
No, they
behind.
Don't worry, you'll get used to the breath on your neck.
Let me
then
let
what
me
comes
brew up
next?
some of those 15% THC beers.
Yeah.
Everything's
Like,
fair
here, Pez,
game.
try dementia. Why? Oh.
You're not gonna want to remember this. Well, on that note,
Moral support.
we would like to say thank you again, and please check back in with us next week, episode 51. It's going to be a different dimension